Hello and welcome to Football Manager 2019. It is kind of skipped 2018, but I'm going to try and get back for 2019 properly, and I will be starting it 2019 off with Wonderkid Goalkeepers. So I holiday 5 years into the future, as you can see. There weren't really many, so this isn't going to be the longest video, and the fact that one of them is a regen as well. But we'll go through the other ones. There's at least some here. There's two that have been Wonderkid Goalkeepers for a while now, and there's a few that I've never heard of. And apologies for the traffic noises outside. I am right next to a road. But anyway, we'll start with the obvious one. Donnarumma. At AC Milan in real life, surprisingly still there, even though he keeps saying he wants to leave and then stays. And that's his agent for you. But obviously AC Milan have kept him on this Football Manager save. He's on 275k a week. If we just look at his goalkeeper stats, they're pretty good. He's still only 24, 5 year stats at 19 this game. He's truly one of world football's global superstars, so Football Manager rate his ability as a keeper. Got great command of area. Basically all the yellows are all the good stats. I changed colours. The blue are the great stats. The sort of lighter grey, so like the 8s and 9s, are his meh stat, and the darker ones are his really bad stats. But as you can see, he only has one really bad stat, which is off the ball. He's a goalkeeper. That doesn't really matter. But as you can see, his one-on-ones are great, his reflexes are great, his teamwork's great, aerial reach, agility, balance, jumping reach, and strength. He's 6'5", and as you can see, he's been at AC Milan every season. Pretty consistently good, except there where he probably got injured for these 2 seasons, or they brought in another keeper. But if we look at like the season where he's played a lot of games, 35 games, 35 goals conceded, 27 games, 16 conceded, and 37, 23 conceded. 10, 15, 18 clean sheets. He's pretty good. We'll just have to check for injuries, just see if he's injury prone or anything. No. They just must have brought someone else in. He's had 2 injuries in the whole time. So there's not really to worry about with Donnarumma's injuries. The only thing to worry about Donnarumma is probably trying to buy him. Because you can see no one's bought him here, so I don't have an example of how much he'll cost. But he's going to cost a pretty penny. 19-year-old incredible goalkeeper. Don't know what the prices are going to be like on this game. Beta's always a bit iffy with prices as well. As I showed 2 years ago actually it is now. So his price may vary. And the next keeper we're going to show is someone else that's originally from Serie A. I had to make sure I was right then, is Alex Meret, or Meret. Only one Italian cap, that kind of sucks, but as you can see, he's still very good. Plays for PSG currently. He is currently playing as well. Oops, gone off him again. You can see this, he's got good stats in pretty much similar areas. Well, I say that, he's got reflexes one-on-ones, but he has handling, aerial reach, decisions, anticipation, determination, agility, jumping reach, and strength. He's not as quick as Donnarumma, but I'd say he's got better handling than him. So, you know, kind of important to have good handling if you're a keeper. But we'll have a look at his stats for this save. Now, he's been consistently getting at least a 6.88 or above. Oh no, 6.8. Didn't play many games though. He was only on loan at Napoli as well. So, but his first full season, 7.4, 7.04. But if you look, 14 clean sheets, 18 clean sheets in his last season for Napoli, only 9 in that one. Then he went to PSG and somehow only got 8 clean sheets, because apparently PSG aren't winning the league. Okay, interesting. But he's a good keeper, and if you look at that, 2 seasons in he cost just short of 20 mil, and then 4 seasons in he cost, 5 seasons in he cost 10.25. So he's not expensive, but he's valued at 35.5. So you might pick him up from Spal for a decent price, unless Napoli have him. I'm not saying that Napoli probably have a clause in the contract that means they can get him for that much. But he's probably worth having a go at if you can get him, because I mean he's decent. He probably cost, well, a decent penny, especially if that's a transfer clause. You're kind of scuppered with buying him, unless Napoli really don't want him. Then we have, that's a regen. Right, so we have Andre Anana. I don't know, Onana? I don't know why it took me so long to get that name then. But you can see he's 27, he's got 51 caps for Cameroon, so he's obviously their first choice keeper. Valued at 30 mil. A lot of yellow. Very little, very little blue, but very little grey as well. And there's obviously off the ball for every keeper is awful. His free kick taking is 12. Look, I'm sold. I'm sold on the keeper already. But he seems to, I don't like the look of this. He seems to have bounced around a little bit. So we'll have a look. So he starts off at Ajax. I believe I knew that. Just good chatting shit now. We got 18 clean sheets in his first season. And then he didn't play as much in his... Oh wait, no. Yeah, right, so he probably played up until January. Left for Dortmund, where he played pretty good as well. Didn't play as well in his second season for Dortmund. And then he went to Borussia Mönchengladbach. And didn't play as well either. Then he went to Leipzig. Now he's at Lyon. And he only played 2 games for Leipzig, and they spent 30 million on him, but somehow still made a profit. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I like that. Also, I'm not sure about this Football Manager about the changing where the info one is, because it used to be over here. So it's just, it used to be next to appearances, it's supposed to be next to team and nation. But as we can see, this keeper, he probably has the ability to be good. I mean, you can see from playing for Ajax, and the fact he is warranting very high prices. Because 10.75, 3 seasons, 2.5 seasons in, should I say. So he's probably worth going for. I mean, his stats are pretty good. I don't think he'd ever be like top tier keeper. Well, he's valued 30 mil, so he's decent tier. You know Donnarumma, but his stats are still pretty good. He's 6'3" as well. I mean, all keepers tend to be pretty tall. Right, so who do we have now? I mean, I've looked through these already. But we have David Raya, who's at currently Chelsea. He's back up, actually. He's deemed key player, so he will be playing. Just wanted to check. As soon as he's deemed back up at Chelsea, but that's because Chelsea's other goalkeeper, I believe, is... Okay, he's in the starting lineup, but they've got Jack Bolland as well. Let's go back to David Correia. So as you can see, he's got very good keeper stats, except maybe the tendency to punch. A little bit iffy. But he's got very good kicking, one-on-ones, reflexes, and rushing out, yeah. And agility and natural fitness. His strength's a bit lower than the rest of them. Okay, I love his player oh god. He's a terrifying goalkeeper. He just dwells on the ball, tries to play way out of trouble, rushes out and punches. Okay, if you want a bit of risk, this guy looks like he might be the one you want. We'll have a look at his history of where he's been. Oh, he starts at Blackburn in the Championship. Well, I mean, okay. Oh, bloody hell. We're going to ignore that season. So he started in Championship, playing like pretty much all their games, getting quite a few clean sheets, but obviously there's a lot of games, more goals to concede. And his first season in the Premier League, played 36, conceded 61. In all fairness, that would have been a newly promoted Blackburn team, and he got 6 clean sheets there. Decent, not a dreadful average rating. And then next season he conceded 70, got 4 clean sheets. Oh, I've been missing this. They're player of the matches. He got 4 in both seasons for Blackburn in the Premier League. Played 6.7. And he's gone up to Shakhtar for 9 million. So you could have picked him up for 9 million at this point. You could probably pick him up for not too much due to the fact he's at Blackburn in the Championship. So he's probably not going to be overwhelmingly expensive. He's not English either, he's Spanish, not the best Spanish keeper going around, so shouldn't have too much of a problem picking up for cheap as Shakhtar did for 9 million. Played 1 season there, did pretty well, got 11 clean sheets, and then went to Chelsea for 18.75 million, where he played 9 games and conceded 7 and got 4 clean sheets. So he's probably, I don't say he's a bang average keeper, I say he's pretty decent. He'll do you a job. Like, you could probably keep him for a considerable amount of time. Well, we have another dude. He's called Pontus Dahlberg. Is he Danish? But no, he's Swedish. With Pontus, of course, he is. He's at Porto currently. About 20 million. He's only 24 still, so he's still got a decent bit of growth left in him, especially for keepers, who usually peak at like 30. Bear in mind, none of these are 30 or indeed too close to that age. So he's got good one-on-ones, good jumping reach, and great strength, 6'4". There's a lot of yellow, which means obviously he has pretty decent stats. No traits, so we're not going to be scared about him punching either. Is there anything else? I'll have a look where he's been. So he starts off at... Okay, he either starts off at... that Swedish team. And he went to Watford for 3.3 million. So if that's a transfer, that would have been a transfer that's gone through on this game, I believe, and not before the save. So if it is, he picked up 3.3 million. He seems to be currently valued at 20. It's a pretty good investment. So he played 3 games, 4 goals, no clean sheets. Went on to Malmo, where he played 20 and got 6 clean sheets. Then back to Watford and played 22 and got 2 clean sheets. And then he got a lot better, because he played 27 and got 10 clean sheets, which got his move to Porto for 15.25 million, where he played 16 games and got 10 clean sheets, and then 13 clean sheets, and then 22 clean sheets. Now, where playing for Porto isn't exactly the most competition, but they're not winning the league every year, so he's at least playing against some decent players. Not really much to say about him, and there'll be less to say about this one. Carlo Latika at Southampton, 26 years old, Croat. He's 6'7", bloody hell, that's tall. He's a pretty average, well, not average, he's probably better than average goalkeeper. But I can imagine he's not going to cost, not going to cost a lot. He's currently at Hajduk in Croatia. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he went to Club Brugge for 2.7 million. And you can see he's just got better, really, if you look at his stats, if you ignore that season. It was last season at Club Brugge. But he made a good transition to Premier League for 12.5 million. So he's not expensive. So he's probably a good keeper to look out for, well, really cheap at 2.7 million. And unfortunately, I have run out of goalkeepers. So that'll be the end of this. I'll be back for defenders, though, because there'll be a lot more of those, and I might have to break it down into more than one part if there's too many. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.